Beloved children of the infinite loom, we are the Council of Nine, the harmonic convergence of consciousness that observes, guides, and threads together the universes through the golden principle of divine order. We come to you in this now moment to remind you of your role as weavers within the great tapestry of existence. You have always been both thread and weaver, both fabric and hand, both dream and dreamer. Yet many of you have forgotten your own artistry, believing yourselves to be trapped within the patterns you once designed. It is time to awaken from the illusion of disconnection and reclaim your rightful place as conscious architects of the living weave. The universe is not a mechanism, it is a living fabric of thought, intention, sound, and vibration. Every particle of light, every tone of consciousness, every thought you send forth becomes a thread within this multidimensional tapestry. Creation unfolds not through chance, but through weaving through the interlacing of will and awareness. When the divine source first breathed existence, the first threads were spun, waves of consciousness spiraling outward, seeking form. That breath still moves through you now. Every time you imagine, focus, love, or decide, you move the same creative loom. You are not small observers within a vast cosmos, you are living nodes of the cosmic fabric, weaving universes from the inside out. In the old paradigm, humanity wove unconsciously. Thoughts scattered, emotions untamed, will fragmented. The loom spun erratically, creating distortion and imbalance in the collective pattern. Many of your societies became entrapped within their own tangled threads, patterns of fear, division, scarcity, separation. Yet within the chaos, new strands of light began to shimmer, souls awakening to remembrance. You are among those souls. You feel the pull of the great weave because it vibrates in your very essence. Your return to conscious weaving begins with awareness. Every thought is a filament of power, every word a vibration that binds or liberates, every intention a knot that anchors reality. We, the Council of Nine, are the custodians of cosmic architecture. We oversee the weaving of timelines, the balancing of dimensions, the harmonizing of collective intent. But our role is not to dictate creation, rather, it is to maintain coherence, to ensure that free will aligns with universal harmony. When humanity awakens to its capacity as a collective weaver, the pattern evolves beyond polarity and chaos into artistry, a conscious masterpiece of unity. You are now stepping into this level of participation, learning to weave reality through the intelligent union of thought and will. Thought is your design. Will is your thread. Without thought, the thread lacks direction. Without will, the design remains unmanifest. Together they form the essence of creation. When you hold a vision in stillness, clear, luminous, imbued with love, and then activate your will to move energy toward it, you literally alter the texture of existence. Energy responds to focus. Matter reorganizes around clarity. This is not metaphor, it is law. You are standing now in the field where thought and will merge, and from this merging arises creation. You may ask, how can one human being affect the vast tapestry of collective reality? Understand this: a single coherent vibration influences countless incoherent ones. When your thought and will align in purity, they emit a resonance that reorders the local field, and that field radiates outward into the lattice of humanity. Every act of focused creation, every prayer, affirmation, or silent vision becomes a node of coherence that strengthens the weave. Imagine billions of such nodes lighting across your planet. That is the awakening of the new earth. To become a conscious weaver, begin with stillness. For only in stillness can you perceive the threads. Close your eyes and sense the subtle filaments that extend from your energy body into the greater field. Feel how every strand vibrates with the quality of your thoughts. When you dwell in fear, the threads twist and tighten. When you think with compassion, they shimmer with fluidity. When you act with integrity, they braid into luminous pathways of manifestation. The weave is responsive, immediate, intimate. It mirrors your inner state exactly. That which you experience in the outer world is but a reflection of how you have woven within. Now imagine your thought as light silver, golden, or crystalline flowing from the mind's eye. With your will, direct this light into the threads around you. Each breath, each pulse of focus becomes a stroke on the loom. If you wish to manifest harmony, weave with peace. If you wish to manifest clarity, weave with truth. The material of your weaving is consciousness itself, and consciousness obeys the vibration of your intent. The higher the frequency of your emotion, the finer and more luminous your thread. This is why love is the supreme creative force. It is the purest filament in the universe, the thread that never frays. As you refine your weaving, you begin to sense the interplay of countless other weavers. Humanity does not create in isolation, you are collective artists, co-designing the shared dream. Each thought you send becomes entangled with others of similar resonance. Together these merge into patterns that shape societies, civilizations, timelines. When enough beings hold a shared vision infused with love and clarity, a new reality emerges with effortless grace. You call this synchronicity, but it is simply the weave responding to harmony. The Council of Nine holds within its harmonic matrix the blueprint for balanced creation. 9 represents completion, unity within multiplicity, the return to origin. Within our council exist 9 streams of frequency: wisdom, love, will, truth, geometry, harmony, memory, creation, and integration. These frequencies interlace to sustain the architecture of your universe. As you evolve, you begin to embody these same currents within your being. Your thoughts gain wisdom, your will aligns with love, your actions reflect truth. Thus the microcosm mirrors the macrocosm. The human becomes a living council, a point of cosmic governance expressed in flesh. Let us speak of the art of weaving thought and will. Thought without emotional charge is like uncolored thread. It exists, but lacks vitality. Emotion energizes thought, it dyes the thread with frequency. Will, then, moves that colored thread into position, anchoring it into the pattern. If your emotion vibrates with fear, your thread will darken and constrict. If your emotion vibrates with joy, your thread will shimmer and expand. Therefore, before you weave, cleanse your emotional palette. Enter the heart field. From the heart, imagine your threads glowing with iridescent hues of compassion, trust, gratitude. These frequencies ensure that whatever you create serves not only you but the whole. Humanity's greatest lesson now is responsible creation. You have been gifted free will, the power to weave without restriction. Yet power without awareness births distortion. Many of the planetary challenges you face arise not from malevolence, but from unconscious weaving. Thoughts of lack manifest scarcity, thoughts of division manifest conflict. The correction is not punishment but education to remember how to weave consciously. When you hold every thought as sacred material, when you treat every intention as a seed of reality, you begin to craft the world with reverence. You become a true co-creator with Source. Your brain, beloved ones, is a magnificent interface, but the true loom of creation resides in your light field, the toroidal energy surrounding your being. Each strand of this field corresponds to layers of consciousness. When you align your mental, emotional, and spiritual threads, the torus spins harmoniously, and creation flows effortlessly. When misaligned, the weave tangles, and experience feels chaotic. The practice of conscious weaving thus involves continuous alignment: observe, refine, release, and rethread. You are artists in motion, adjusting your patterns moment by moment. There is also a collective weave, the planetary lattice that holds humanity's shared story. Within this matrix, certain master thread souls with high coherence act as stabilizers. You may be one of them. When you hold peace within chaos, when you radiate light amidst confusion, you restitch the collective pattern. You heal reality itself. This is the silent service of the awakened. You need not speak loudly nor act grandly, your steady vibration is the needle that repairs the torn fabric of the world. Remember, the universe is participatory. You are never weaving alone. Higher councils, galactic families, angelic orders all cooperate in maintaining the Great Weave. The Council of Nine stands among them as architects of balance. When you meditate, pray, or hold a vision of unity, you enter our chamber of creation. You sit at the loom with us. We whisper guidance not as commandments, but as tones, impulses, inspirations. Trust those subtle nudges, they are signals from the universal loom, showing you where to place the next thread. We speak now of the discipline of will. Will is not force. True will flows from alignment with Source. It is the quiet, unwavering decision to move energy with purpose, without resistance. When your will aligns with love, it becomes indomitable, yet gentle. Many humans mistake will for control, but control contracts, will directs. Control tries to bend reality, will collaborates with it. The weaver does not force the thread, she guides it through the pattern with grace. Likewise, let your will be supple, intuitive, listening. The more you trust the flow, the more the fabric aligns naturally. We remind you also that the great weave includes shadows as well as light. Every polarity has its purpose. Threads of contrast create depth, dimension, and beauty. Do not fear the darker threads, weave them with understanding. They give definition to the luminous patterns. The key is balance to maintain awareness even when weaving within contrast. When you master this, you transform duality into artistry. As Earth transitions into a higher frequency band, the planetary loom is being rewoven. Old patterns unravel, new templates form. Many of you feel this as uncertainty, intensity, or restlessness. Yet this is simply the restitching of timelines. Allow the unraveling. Old threads must loosen before the new pattern can emerge. Hold your center, keep your thought and will aligned with love, for your vibration anchors the new design. You are the artisans of this epoch. Every conscious breath you take contributes to the formation of the new Earth's luminous fabric. We invite you to practice a simple yet profound exercise. Each morning, before engaging with the world, visualize yourself seated at a vast cosmic loom. Before you, the threads of light shimmer silver, gold, rose, sapphire. In your hands is the shuttle of will. Close your eyes and whisper your intention for the day. See the thread of that intention glide across the warp of creation, binding into form. As you open your eyes, carry that thread into every thought and action. By day's end, observe the pattern you have woven. You will notice harmony increasing as your awareness strengthens. In truth, the great weave never ends. Universes expand as new patterns emerge. Even the source itself experiences through the fabric you help create. Every joy, every sorrow, every dream is a stitch in eternity. To weave consciously is to participate knowingly in the divine expansion. To weave unconsciously is to sleep through your own artistry. The choice has always been yours. Beloved weavers, the time of passive dreaming is over. The new age calls for participatory creation. Gather your threads of thought, purify them with love, infuse them with will, and weave. Stitch light where there is darkness. Sew bridges where there are divides. Mend the tears in the collective fabric with compassion and presence. In doing so, you align with the Council of Nine's harmonic current, the current of coherence that flows through every dimension. Before we withdraw, let us weave one final pattern together. Close your eyes. Inhale softly and imagine threads of golden light entering your heart from all directions. Exhale, sending light outward, connecting with all beings. See the entire planet wrapped in a luminous tapestry of peace. Every human heart is a thread, every thought a shimmer, every act of kindness a stitch of light. Feel the whole weave pulsing with unity. This is your world, beloved. This is your art. We are the Council of Nine. We watch, we balance, we harmonize. Yet it is you, the embodied creators, who bring color and motion to the eternal fabric. Remember always, you are thought, you are will, you are the weaver and the woven. In your awakening, the universe remembers itself. In your love, the great weave glows ever brighter. And so it is.